And we are...
You're listening to Flip Pop Radio's On the Mic with Stefani V, tackling the latest in entertainment, industry gossip, sports, entrepreneurship and business, fashion, and social media craziness.
What's up? It is Wednesday. Oh my God, where has this week gone? It is almost over. Happy hump day for a lot of people who are at work right now, who are just leaving work right now, who still have about 5-6 more hours of work right now. What's up? I hope you're tuning in. You are on the mic with Stefani V. I hope everyone is having a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. Guys, what do you think about this lipstick? Is it too red? And you also may notice that my hair is a little greasy today. I have decided to try a lot of coconut oil for this moisturizing mask. And little did I know that with this curl, this soft curl that I have, it's left it just a tad bit greasy. So I'm going to have to clean it, do another conditioning to take out the curl. But, you know. Hi, Deborah. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. Hi, Sylvia. Thanks for tuning in, guys. So we have a lot to talk about today. Obviously, every day there's so much going on all the time. But I just want to start out, as we always start out. Oh, I didn't give myself a clap. I forgot. I always give myself a clap when we first start out. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, wait. Hey, Deanie. Deanie is not in the room today to cause noise. So we're good with that. Hey, Martone. Hey, Steven. You guys, I'm also on Instagram Live right now. So you can catch me, Stephanie Vara. Go to my Instagram page and you can catch me live. Also, follow me if you haven't followed me yet. A lot going on. Hey, Art. Thank you. Anyway, let's get started. Today, we always start out, I always love to start out my show with talking about motivation. It is Wednesday motivation, not Monday motivation. Wednesday motivation. And a lot of things are going on in my life right now, and a lot of big things are coming. And you know, I asked this question before, it was like, has anybody ever been afraid of success? Afraid of actually things coming into fruition, coming around? And I asked this question like, have you ever been afraid to just be successful? Or jump into something that you're not sure about or that you fear? And so I asked my partner this the other day, a friend who does, Maureen, who's head of 1218 Media, and she does a cooking show with me, and I said, you know, I'm a little bit afraid of this that we're taking on, or I'm a little bit afraid of what's to come. Do you think we can do it? Do you think it's, you know, I have this whole gut feeling of like, nerves. And she looked at me, well, she didn't look at me because she's in California, but she texts me back and says, Steph, we do things in fear. Remember, it's do things in fear, because you never know what the outcome is going to be. And here you're sitting on doubting yourself, wondering if you can do it, wondering if it can happen, wondering. And sometimes you just got to take that leap of faith and do things with fear, because you never know what you could be missing out on, one. And two, it may also be exactly what you're supposed to be doing, and you know that you can do it. It's just those voices in your head, and I know that a lot of us have those voices that are saying, you now it's too much, or it's too stressful. Don't do that to yourself. Can you really do you really want to take on that much? And then you have to really be in tune with yourself, be in tune with your thoughts, and know that it is okay to do and to jump into something new, to take on something that is scary, and know that you can handle it. Hey, Randy. Hey, Soul. Hey, Martone. I'm glad you guys are tuning in. Thank you so much. And I know that there's a lot of entrepreneurs. I speak to a lot of entrepreneurs. I speak to a lot of new parents, there's a lot of things that people are doing that is just new to their lives and unsure of. And so tell me, do you fear that? It's just, like Mom says, it's just taking that initial first leap of faith. And once you take that leap and you organize it, because I'm an organizer, and I feel like you can really take things head on. But message me if you have any advice, if you're unsure. I know last show we talked about sharing your ideas and actually enacting your, heading on, like Mom, but actually going about and doing what you want to do and sharing those ideas. A lot of us are afraid to do that, and that could be step one, is just sharing with someone that you have this amazing idea. What should I do? Or it's organizing your ideas so that way you can already take a leap of faith in actually doing it. So that really meant a lot to me, what was said, and I now know, and that's true. Martone says it for me. It's always someone telling me that I couldn't do it. And that's right. And I love when someone tells me that that's not possible. I love to look at someone and say, but that is possible. But we can make this happen. But it will happen. Like we said, there's never been a I can't. It's always I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. And I think a lot of people should live that way instead of saying it can't happen or I can't do it. It should be like, you know what? Let me rethink it. Let me figure it out. It may not happen in the way that you want me to make it happen, but it's going to happen. So on that note, message me if you guys have any questions or you're unsure of your idea. I am here always to listen, to give you my ideas. If you need advice or if you're wondering how to get started on a specific project, I had someone email me last week, and we spoke about starting her own podcast. And I'm not sure if she's tuning in today, but we spoke about tuning in and how to start her own podcast, and how it can help build your brand and the things that you can do for yourself. And so I'm always here for anybody that needs suggestions or advice. And if you have any for me, feel free to leave me a comment or send me an email, info@StefaniVara. But thanks again, guys, for tuning in. So I'll leave it with that. Do things in fear. Sometimes I know that sounds a little backwards, but yes, do things in fear. You never know what the outcome is going to be. Jump into it. Do it. Let's move on to Chisme. Ooh-wee! There's so much going on with Chisme. Let me just give it I don't know. I don't even know if that's a sound for it. Maybe this one. That's it. That's better sound. Let me do it again. I don't know if you can even hear those sounds, but there's so much going on today. Oh, here's a question for me. How do you manage between music and podcasting? Podcasting I love because you can decide when you're going to do it, what you want to talk about, who you're going to help, and music is my first and foremost passion. I don't really know how I manage it. I just figure out a schedule for myself that's less stressful for when I want to do the podcast and for when I want to do music. Right now I'm working a lot harder on the podcast than I am music. I still have my single out. I do it all, which is kind of what you're talking about. But it's just doing one, I think Martone is doing one thing at a time. I used to try to fit everything in at one time, and stress gets to me now differently than it did when I was a lot younger running the streets of New York City. So I try to manage my stress differently, manage my whatever is first and foremost, most important, and take it from there. So anyway, let's move on to Chisme. I'm going to give you guys what I think is most dramatic. Yeah. Lots going on today, but I want to quickly give a moment of silence for Charlie Murphy. He has passed today. He is a huge and very extremely funny comedian. He's Eddie Murphy's brother. He was, a lot of us know him from playing on, what is it, John? Chappelle Show. A lot of people saw him from there. He made a really big debut, but he also was a producer for a lot of different movies for Eddie, and just a huge comedian. I know it's a big loss, and I think it came out of the blue because not a lot of people knew that he was suffering with leukemia and had cancer, and he was only 57. So I think some of us, a lot of us like to say what's going on in their lives with social media. Everybody needs to know how you're sick, what you're doing today when you go to the restroom, blah, 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 blah. Everyone's so big on social media, and I think a lot of people like to keep to themselves, especially when you are sick with something like cancer and leukemia. And so I think it just came out of I think he'd been suffering for a while, and this morning he gave his final breath. So, rest in peace. And I know his family is suffering, so we'll prayers for him. But moving right along on that sad, terrible note, I know I should have saved that for last, but I want to talk about, and I'm giving this 3 dramatic things. I would love to move on and discuss what's going on with United. It is beyond words, the backlash and the social media backlash that the company is getting, along with this passenger, the doctor. And a lot of people, I've been listening to what everyone has to say on social media, and I've been listening to what everybody says on the United side and on this doctor's side, and I just feel like nowadays, before everyone jumps to that conclusion and jumps, although they did see video and stuff, but you don't know truly who is sitting next to you on an airplane. You don't know. You don't know him from Joe Schmo. So you can't decide whether this person really is a good person. You can't decide whether this person is another bomber or who this person is. So, yes, the story is that he needed to get off the plane. Yes, it was overbooked, but it really wasn't overbooked. They just needed 4 extra seats because a crew needed to get to another city to work. And if you read your ticket, it simply says that in case there is a working crew that needs to get to another city to work, that you can be taken off of the plane. But if you read the very fine print, which many of us don't because we're so excited to just get our ticket and get on the plane, that you have failed to notice that. But my biggest thing is that I feel like, in my opinion, this doctor had an ulterior motive as to why he was getting dragged off the plane, why they needed to take force to get him off the plane. It's because he wasn't going to get off the plane. And then he proceeded to run back onto the plane, which is an extreme security violation. And my thing is I'm sitting there in a seat next to this nice doctor. He starts acting belligerent, not knowing what's going on, not knowing why he's really getting taken off the plane, because the only story is that the flight was oversold and they asked him to. Wouldn't you kindly just give up your seat and wait for the next flight? Or would you sit there and video and watch this whole scenario go down and scream that it's wrong? Wouldn't you as a passenger want to know what the story is actually that's going on behind this one person? Wouldn't you get off the plane to figure that out? Or would you just sit there and complain and videotape it and watch this man go through such horror? As I guarantee you, I heard screams of, "Don't do that, it's horrible, whatever." But that lady wasn't giving up her seat, and I guarantee you, once the flight closed, she was asking for a ginger ale. So, oh no, my phone went on vibrate. Hold on. And there it goes. So you never know really and truly what was going down on the plane, and that's what I'm saying. If someone came on the plane and had to, I'm getting my charger. Can you hear me check my charger, John? If somebody got on the plane and said, you need to get off the plane for whatever reason, I would go along with whatever anybody is saying on that plane for safety purposes. Everyone on that plane needs to know that whatever those men were doing was for their safety, regardless of how it was done, what happened. It was for the safety of everyone on that plane and for the safety of the flight crew as well. Now, I'm not saying that there couldn't have been a different way that it was done. There couldn't have been a different way that he was dragged up. Couldn't have been a different way. Everyone should have been taken off of that flight, and maybe the flight should have been canceled. I don't know exactly. I was not there, and that's why I can't tell you that this was wrong and, oh, that guy should sue and this, that, and that, and the other. All I know is that whatever was done for this man to get off the plane was done for your safety, for the flight crew's safety, and guess what? That's all that should matter. I mean, I'm not here to say that it was right or it was wrong. I'm just here to say that it saved some. He could have potentially been a bomber, but you did not know that. He could potentially had something on him that could have caused something in flight, but you did not know that, because there's certain ways that they're going to do things in order to provide safety for you and for those who are on the flight. But people don't see that, and social media has become such a frenzy. Hold on, I'm going to charge my phone. That's what we need. I'm back. Social media has become such a frenzy that people have gone crazy, just assuming things, and CNN taking 30 minutes out of the time to talk about United. I'm just like, really? With all the things in this world that we're going through, and you want to take 30 minutes or a whole show to talk about what is going on in United Airlines? It's just too much. And I feel like people just need to relax, take a step back from a situation, and really look at it as what happened for their own safety. And that's just my opinion. Everybody was like, he's that and he shouldn't have been doing that, and I cannot believe. But when it comes down to it, when someone's taken off a plane, it is for the safety of those for you and those around you, and that is what the bottom line should be. And know that, well, now turns out he was had a lot of issues, and now he's going to sue United. And so, there's a bottom line to everything, and you never know, again, who you are actually sitting next to on a plane. So remember that before you say, oh, he was so nice, and no. You don't know him, and you don't know what he's capable of doing. So don't be too nice. Put your headphones on. Chill out. Anyway, that's my little spiel on what I feel about United, and, that's about it. I want to say congratulations, and I'll segue into this, but congratulations to Stevie Wonder, because he is making it a third time down the aisle with his lovely bride. This is, what do they say? A third time's a charm? I don't know, but this is going to be the woman he's marrying is the wife of his one of his children, his last child. And they're going to be getting married in Jamaica. So this is his third wife. I don't know. I think that's crazy. 3 times getting married. I just want to get married once. But Stevie Wonder, he's a cool cat. Not only is he, an amazing, amazing musician, but he loves to love. So congratulations to you, Stevie Wonder, and good luck with that. I don't know if you guys have been listening or watching DJ Khaled with his new son, but it's also extremely, he has this guy already working. I don't even think the baby is 1 year old already, and he is on the cover of XXL with his baby. It's him and Assad, and they're holding the baby, and there's all these memes about, hey, Assad, I'm at the club, where you at, things like that. But he already has his son making money, and he's not even 1 year old yet. Do you guys think that's too much, or do you think do you think it's okay? I know a lot of people like to keep their kids out of social media, and but not DJ Khaled. He is on it, about it, Snapchatting him. He's just extremely proud of his son, and I think it's funny. Like, my shirt is like, there he goes. Okay. I think I moved and my camera moved with me, so I'm trying to get it right. There. I don't know. I still look crooked. Oh well. Anyways, let's move on to sports. Woo! So, Sergio Garcia has finally won his first major after 74 attempts. Now, if that isn't enough to look at you and your life and say, keep on going, you can do it. I mean, geez. And he finally won it, and the biggest thing, he won it in the with the win in the Masters. So like that's huge. So keep going, people. If he 74 attempts and he finally won a major. And I know people quit at like 1 or 2 times, even 3, or somebody be like, well, I've been in the entertainment business for 10 years and I should be making this amount and people should be coming to me. No, that's just not how it goes. You can be in the entertainment business for 10, 20, 30 years and finally, it's just that one small, little bitty, big break. And then you can say, it took me 30 years to get to where I needed to get to, and I'm the most experienced person ever. He would 74 attempts and finally made it, and never gave up. So word to the wise, don't give up. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. That's all I gotta say. I don't know a lot about basketball, so I'm going to probably slaughter this. My boyfriend told me this is a very important thing to say, and it's Westbrook for MVP, question mark, question mark, question mark. Supposedly, he averaged a triple-double. He broke the records. Is that right? Okay, that's correct. And so, I don't know, who is voting? I don't know even who votes for MVP for basketball. And I guess I would vote for him. I would vote for Steph Curry because we went and saw him the other day in Phoenix, and I was just amazed. He had already scored 16 points in less than 5 minutes of the game. So, I mean, for me, if I had a vote, that's who I would vote for. But anyone else voting for Russell Westbrook? Is anyone else a Russell Westbrook fan? I know I sometimes like some of his outfits. He's no more for fashion, pre-game, after-game fashion outfits. So I don't know. Maybe I'd give him MVP for fashion MVP. What do you guys think? Also, who's been watching baseball? A lot of people have been hating on Tim Tebow, and he has hit 2, as the terminology says, biscuits in the minor league baseball team. I don't even know who he plays for in the minor leagues, but he's already hit 2 biscuits. This is his dream, guys. He played for so long football, and I give it to him, like, keep on, same for Sergio, keep on going. If one thing you're tired of, move on to the next sport. If you can make it happen, go for it. No one's here to say you can only do one thing, especially coming from me, because guess what? I do it all. And if I do it all, you can do it all, he can do it all. And he picked up baseball, and he's got 2 home runs, and it's already only the beginning of the season. So we'll give a clap for Tim Tebow. He's definitely one to watch. I don't know if he'll make it up to the majors, but hey, you never know. You never know. Guys, I want to thank you for tuning in to On the Mic with Stefani V. If you are not following me on Instagram, follow me at On the Mic with Stefani V. Stefani Vara. If you haven't liked my Facebook page, you can like it at Real Stefani Vara. That is my fan page. Also follow me at Stefani Vara on Facebook. Blah, 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 blah. So many social media things. And I'm looking at this camera because this one's kind of crooked and I can't seem to get it fixed really quickly. So my last thing I want to talk about today is I want to give you guys some tips on spring cleaning your closet. Yes, spring cleaning your closet. How many of you guys are looking at your closets right now with boots still in it? If you're in Texas and you still have your boots out, it's time for that spring cleaning. I am currently looking at my closet and my boots are still out. Shame, I know. I'm like fashionista, organista #1. So, oh, hi, thank you. I'm fashionista #1 for, organista. to get my closet all decorated and right and organized, and I'm currently struggling. I guess maybe just the time. So I wanted to give you guys some quick tips on how to spring clean your closet. And I'm getting a lot of love here from somebody thank you so much for the shout outs. It's amazing. I appreciate it. All right, I'm going to tell you tip number 1 for spring cleaning is to make piles. Look at your closet, pull everything out. I know this seems like a lot of work, but pull everything out and make 3 different piles: a donate pile, a keep pile, and a sell pile. Now people are selling, if you guys don't know, I have a store at on Poshmark, and I sell some of the items that I wear on red carpets. There's stuff, little sundresses. I have a pair of boots and a coat on there. So if you're on Poshmark, go to my store, because some of the stuff that I'm giving away, normally I put on there so you can purchase it on there. But 3 piles: donate, sell, and keep. And go through each thing. Here's the stipulations: if you have not worn it within this last year, and that goes for shoes too, which I really extremely struggle with because I love to keep my shoes. I have a hard time parting ways with my shoes. I have about 5 million kids that are in a box that I can't seem to give away. But if you have not worn them in the last year, it is time to part. I know, sing a song, drink up, do whatever you need to do to give away these shoes, these outfits, whatever needs to be done. Second thing, 3 says let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. Some of us, I know, like my mother, she has a hard time letting go of things in her closet. But if you haven't worn it in a year, you keep trying it on, you say, oh, maybe if I lose weight, oh, maybe if I get back to a size 2, maybe if I get back to, just, you know what, just when your body gets back to a size 2, go find something that's in style and purchase that. Instead of wondering if you're going to wear those jeans again, just go buy a new pair. Go to the Goodwill, look for a new size 2. Maybe they'll still be there. You can get those again. But don't hold on to stuff that you know deep down you're seriously not going to wear. And then I love when I'm putting everything back into my closet and when I figured out what I want to keep, I love doing it by color. Because that way, you know, if you need a black shirt and you need it fast, you can look into your closet and say, here is my black shirt section, or here's my black section. Go in there, grab a black shirt. You can look through it, whatever's going to work out perfect for you. So you have your blacks, your whites, your beiges, and then you can do a color section like bright reds. I have a section of pinks. I know, go for it. Go figure. But that's how I like to organize my closet. And then you can look at it. It's a fresh start, a spring, summer fresh start. Take out your winter things, pack them away, put them away, and, you know, get started for your, you know, if you want to shop for more things, you have extra space, which is what I need to do. And, you know, really get ready for the summer. I know, new outfits, new bikinis. Come on, guys. Anyway, I want to thank you for joining me today on the Mic with Stefani V. It's been amazing. If you have any questions, we are looking for sponsors for Comida Caliente, so email me at info@stefanivar.com if you have a new product, if you want to be interviewed. Catch me on Instagram, and there's a little fly there. And that's it, guys. Thanks for joining me. Let me get my outro music for you. One moment.
That's all for Flip Pop Radio's On the Mic.
Follow me at Instagram, on Facebook, and he's telling you for me. Until next time. Besos.